G'day and welcome to another edition of Hef's Beer Reviews. Today I will be reviewing Terra, which is a South Korean lager made from pure Australian malt. Now, it's a 355ml can. I believe it's 4.2% alcohol by volume. This, of course, was a beer that was sent to me in the beer mail from Booze Review and has also recently been reviewed by eminent Australian YouTube beer reviewers Swill and Grog and Jez Beer Reviews. So I'll link to their reviews in the description below. Let's see what she's like. Now, in those reviews, there's been a little bit of thought and debate about not only the origin of the malt, which, as we know, is from Australia, but also the hops. Anyway, here we are. Look, I would say that's a light golden colour, poured with very little head, unfortunately. Plenty of bubbles, though. Plenty of carbonation, aroma. Yeah, so the question is, where are the hops from, I should say, and what hops have they used? Now, that to me, I can say without a shadow of a doubt, that smells like Pride of Ringwood. And I'm sure plenty of you as well, especially if you're of my vintage, you spent plenty of years drinking Australian mass-produced lager, probably from either CUB or Lion Nathan. That's what it smells like. It's exactly what it smells like. Take your pick. Yeah, Carlton, VB, Melbourne, Tooheys, 4X, Reshes. That smell. How about the taste? Let's give it a go. Cheers. Yeah, noticeable high level of carbonation in the mouth there. It's reasonably crisp, but not overly so. There's a nice smooth malt character coming through in the taste. It's light-bodied. The hop presence is more subtle than some of those Australian lagers that I mentioned. It's quite a dry finish, I'm finding. Minimal bitterness. Yeah, it doesn't quite have the hop characteristics in the taste profile that you would get from a VB, a Reshes, a Tooheys. Take your pick. It's there, but it's more subtle than that. It's more subtle than that. So it's quite something to be drinking this beer, brewed and canned in South Korea, and you can tell by the can that it's a genuine article, but for all intents and purposes, you might as well be drinking an Australian lager. It is all grain, I believe, no adjuncts used, so that's a plus. That's a plus. I wouldn't mind a bit more hop profile coming through in the taste, though. It was there in the aroma, not so much in the taste. But if you're a fan of Australian lagers and that Pride of Ringwood aroma and taste, then certainly I think you would enjoy this beer. For me, I'm really glad that I got to try it, and thanks again to Booze Review for sending it through. Can't comment on the price point as it was part of that beer mail. It's a beer that I probably would not have tried if it were not for the beer mail. It would be very sessionable at that ABV, and with a light body and taste profile. For me, look, there's other lagers that I prefer. There's nothing wrong with it. Certainly, it's refreshing and easy to drink and smooth, as I said before. But a score out of 5, it's going to be a 3 for me. A 3 out of 5 for Terra from AGM lager with Australian malt, and certainly I think good old Aussie pride of Ringwood hops too. So 3 out of 5 for Terra.